Ladies, gentlemen, Octanes, and Roadhogs, welcome to another iteration of QRLS Season 4. This is an insane interdivision matchup tonight, one with huge implications, and joining me tonight, another player in said division to help give us the breakdown of what's going to go on tonight is none other than Will Six. Will, thank you for joining me first off, and it has been a while since we've had you in the booth here.
Good evening, little bucket. Very nice to be here. And what a matchup we have tonight. Yeah, it's been a little bit. I've only been in the booth once this season. That's not nearly enough, so I had to come begging to get it back in the booth.
We absolutely love it. We'll break down the matchup here. A lot of implications on both sides for both teams. The Hammerheads getting an opportunity here to possibly crawl back in to the calculated division playoff hunt, but the Headhunters also having a chance on the opposite side to really extend the lead.
Yeah, Headhunters versus Hammerheads, and both teams in a stacked calculated division this year. They are both so huge, so solid, and such different teams, though. That's what I love about it. On the Headhunters, obviously, you see the big number there, 14, with the 14-7 record. Seems like they're a dominant team, and they have been up to this point, but anything could change in these last few weeks. Hammerheads on the other side, 8-13. But let me tell you, having played against this team, they are a potential championship caliber team. On the
No,
Headhunters, I just want to go through like the makeup of these teams really quick as I see it anyway, and feel free to let me know what you guys think in chat. But Toaster, the captain, the backbone of this team, a very solid, very patient captain, good in offense, great in defense, just an all-around solid player. Avoidable Clown, I would say, even though he's the lower MMR player on this team, kind of the same thing going on as Toaster, just a very solid player. And then Squiddy D is their hype man, their energy, just always flying around, beady at the ball, filling in as much space as he possibly can. On the other side, the Hammerheads, Billy Bob, similarly the backbone for them, and I think undoubtedly has had the most impact of any single player in this league over the past two seasons. Let alone the fact that he was able to help his team to a championship last season. Just him standing alone, the most impact over the last two seasons. Eagle, always a very solid player, perennially. Got back into the league and has just been so good. And then Night Leaper has been everything that you want your third player to be. Definitely in the conversation for Rookie of the Year.
absolutely great analysis there. Will, we're going to cut right to the chase here. Who do you think is going to come out on top in this match tonight? As I'm asking this, the prediction poll is also up in the chat for all of you viewers. Go ahead and give us your thoughts while Will breaks down who he thinks is going to take this victory. Will, go ahead.
Yeah, curious to see how my prediction stacks up because if it's anything like the power rankings at the beginning of the season, you all are not going to like mine. And possibly for good reason. We'll see. Because I think my power ranking, I had the Headhunters either last or second to last. I think I had Headhunters second to last before the season started and Clarity last. And boy, was I wrong. So, anyway, I am going to actually go with the Hammerheads tonight. I think that they are caged animals. They want the playoffs so bad. Billy Bob has never wanted something so much. These Hammerheads have never been so hungry. And I think that they're backed into a corner tonight, and they are going to show the league what they're made of. I think they take this series a 2-1.
Awesome stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know what you think, as I mentioned in the chat poll. I honestly am going to have to agree with you here, Will. Bias and all, I think the Hammerheads are hungry. I think Billy Bob specifically are hungry. And to take down the top team in the division that they're hunting for would be a huge momentum boost going into the last 2 weeks of the regular season. With that being said, Will, I want to talk about Squiddy D specifically here. Squiddy D, you, Billy Bob, Slurpy Snail, all playing within the same division, all within that top 4, top 5 of goals scored this season. I mean, you just can't make that up.
Oh yeah, we're all having great seasons. There's no doubt about that. Squiddy D, I think. Don't get me wrong, Squiddy D has improved so much since last season. He has clearly put in the work and gotten along really well with this team, who wasn't even formed at the start of the season. Avoidable Clown being a sub in the first 2 weeks. That being said, I do think Squid is benefiting from just being on a great team that surrounds him to an extent. I think you can say a lot about Toaster and Avoidable Clown. This team, they're so solid. They don't really do anything too flashy, but they're able to put together solid passing plays. And they're also, what I think they're really good at is they're able to suffocate the defense. They are positioned very well. They all have great mechanics. They can receive any clear ball, and they just keep the pressure on until you make a mistake, and that's when they score their goals. And they just do it over and over and over again, and that's why their record is so good.
Yeah, absolutely. And the chemistry that these three have built throughout the season is honestly very good as well. I also forgot to mention your teammate Baby Dumbs is right there in 5th as well. All 5 of you that I just mentioned stack the top 5 in goals scored, and you're all in the same flippin' division. That's something to behold. And honestly, as you mentioned, the calculated division very stacked, very tight right now, especially depending on how this match goes. But the Savage division is also still within striking range for a few of the teams, and for some different reasons.
Yeah, I think Savage Division they're sort of the wild cards. Speed Demons are having their struggles, but they could pull it out at any moment. You really never know. They're not out of it yet. The other 3 teams are all playoff teams at the least, and the Kings and Clarity could be championship teams in my opinion. I think the Kings being the scarier out of the 2, the combination of Alex, the most skilled player in the league ever, and Blubbernut, the league's leading goal scorer, the guy who's always the one that you talk about, the poster boy of the league in a lot of ways. I think that's a very scary team. That being said, I do think that the calculated division have the edge in the playoffs. We'll see how it plays out, and anything could happen, but yeah, I think calculated division have the edge.
It is super exciting to see what we might have in store in the coming weeks and in the playoffs as well. But prior to playoffs, we are going to be hitting the All-Star Week, and as most of you know that were in the Discord channel, we have a couple of events already confirmed, one of which is the free agent scramble. All free agents that will be participating are going to be playing in a round-robin style tournament, and they are going to be showcasing their skills for all the captains and upcoming captains in the QRLS. And also, we have the very, very exciting Mount K1, the one-on-one tournament that he has so graciously come up with and hosted with different heat tiers for players of different ranks. Pretty complex but very fun system that he has going here. And, Will, talking about All-Star Week, the All-Star game itself, we didn't get one last season. However, in history, the calculated division has never lost an All-Star game that has been played. And with
Really?
the stacked enough All-Star team of the calculated division versus who might be on the Savage division, you could flip-flop literally the top 5 in goals right now in calculated and still get an All-Star team. But in the Savage division, do you think it's a little more cut and dry who might win the honors?
I mean, in my mind, the picks are pretty clear, and I think that it makes up a very interesting All-Star game. If you want to hear my picks, do you want to hear my
Absolutely,
picks for
absolutely.
All-Stars?
I love the opinions. I love the picks.
All right, here we go. All right, calculated division. Uh, I think it's a pretty clear Billy Bob, Slurpee Snail, and myself. I have at a close fourth and fifth. I have Throttle Dog and Baby Dumbs. I think that they are both
Throttle Dog
playing.
Savage, remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry, got confused with the colors. And yeah, yeah. So Baby Dumbs would be fourth for me, I think. And Toaster would be somewhere in that fourth, fifth range as well. Now on the other side, I think that Alex, even though he hasn't played too many, you've really it's hard to deny Alex a an all-star spot. I'm not sure how the selection process goes, but I think Alex is a pretty clear choice. His teammate, actually, Blubbernut, a big one as well. Oh my gosh, I forgot Eagle and calculated too. Wow. Eagle is somewhere in that fourth to sixth range. It's so tough. Okay. Alex Blubbernut and I think Throttle Dog goes in that third spot for Savage.
Awesome stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know who you think is going to make the All-Star game this season. It is going to be one of the best All-Star weeks we have ever had in the QRLS, and we've already got 3 events confirmed and more to follow. It's going to be an action-packed week for the ages. And Will, back to playoff talk. You know, the tough thing about this league after season 3, or going into season 3 I should say, was the switch in playoff structure where the top 2 teams in each division make the playoffs rather than the teams with the best records, all 4. So with that being said, last season for the first time we saw a team with a winning record not make the playoffs in the Kings because of that insane week 10 match where 3 teams in the Savage division were tied exactly at record going into week 10.
Wow, yeah, and I don't know if anything that crazy is going to happen this year. I think that all 4 teams that make the playoffs are going to be sort of just a little bit above 50% win rate. I think it's going to end up being a very tight season. Yeah, it's going to get crazy.
It is going to get crazy indeed. I honestly can't wait. Playoffs are always, there's just such a different vibe in the playoffs every season. And, you know, you can just feel the itch by the guys on the field.
Yeah, this is my favorite part of the season because it's just anything could happen. Any big performance at any moment can break you into a playoff position and at the same time can rule out your opponent. And that is what the Headhunters are looking to do tonight to the Hammerheads. If they win this one, if they get a sweep or even a series win, I haven't done the math, but I don't think it would be too possible for the Hammerheads to come back. They would have to get pretty fortunate and perform very well at the least.
Right, and I think you're right. As of the very moment right now, I don't think the Hammerheads are eliminated from playoff contention, but a series loss, I think, will at the minimum get them very close. But a sweep by the Hammerheads put them right back in the mix of things mathematically.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is counting tonight. They have 9 games left. I know at least one of their other games is an interdivisional game. So at
Absolutely.
8, they could get 9. They could get up to 16 wins if they sweep out, and that would very likely put them in the number 2 spot. It wouldn't be a sure thing, but that might do it.
And also, I want to point out that we have players in the lobby here, Will, and you know what that means. We have QRLS action a minute or so early or right on the dot, depending on how you set your clock. Champions Field is the venue, and we are underway. This is the only match we have in store tonight, but it's one that is going to set the bar for the calculated division. Here we go, Will. Players are underway. Big face-off and killed at the mid, and what a cheat there by the Headhunters. I mentioned this last week, too. They love that cheat and kill at the mid on the face-offs.
Yeah, I don't know if they work on that. I haven't heard too much about teams working on their kickoffs, but if they are, then this team might have that on the rest of the league. Oh, and there's a goal right off the bat by Eagle from across the field.
What a beautiful little floater all the way from his own side. Squiddy very close to getting that save, but just couldn't quite get there. The former finals MVP puts one in 19 seconds into this match.
Love the color coordination on the Headhunters side. This decal, the side of their card blinds me a little bit, but the color coordination is on point. You got to give it to them.
Yeah, Blubbernut in one of the streams last week actually pointed that out, and Billy Bob puts a dagger in, and it is a quick 2-goal lead here for the Hammerheads.
Not wasting any time. Look at that. Just finds the opening, capitalizes on that ball.
Great pass by Eagle, a former record holder, tied for the most passes, or assists, I should say, in a single season. Was tied with myself until Billy Bob and Slurpy Snail in the same season broke that record at a tie. Another backhand opportunity. Eagle looked like he was looking for the bump there. Billy Bob, what another great recovery there by Avoidable Clown.
Billy Bob, he plays like a cobra, man. I'm telling you, he will sit back for... You think he's not even playing anymore, and then all of a sudden he's up in the air and he's hitting the ball hard at your net.
And a textbook save there by Billy Bob, but now the offense is going for the Headhunters. Beautiful demo by Avoidable Clown to try and give them the numbers advantage here, but no avail as we see Nightleaper try to get the defensive clear. Big bump near the net, however, the Headhunters just can't get anything going offensively as we see Eagle running in transition.
Wood making that nice bump play down the field and is already back to get a nice clear back out from the defensive half.
Nightleaper getting a nice touch there to keep the pressure on. Billy Bob pushing this thing in the offensive zone. The net's open, and he gets it behind Toaster for his second of the game.
Wow, found that far corner. Billy Bob puts it into an awkward position for the defense. Sees the rebound, sees the defender. Toaster and net had the whole net covered except for that corner.
Will, would you consider a series win by the Hammerheads here an upset to the public? I know you predicted them to win, and so did I, but do you think this would be a bracket buster?
I think it would actually absolutely be an upset. The Headhunters have been the most consistent team in the league so far this season, so you got to have it as an upset, even though this Hammerheads team is so dangerous.
We see Squiddy D trying to push the agenda here on offense. Toaster gets there. Nice opportunity. That one's on net. Eagle with a tough save. Backflipping to barely get that thing out of goal's reach.
Eagle and Billy Bob just being so patient so far, not panicking when these shots are getting pelted at them in net. And that's been the difference so far, along with their offense, obviously.
Squiddy D off the back wall pass. Beautiful demo in net. Toaster puts it in. What a play!
Toaster with the huge 50-50. He waits just long enough for the defender to go over the top, sneaks it underneath. Only a player with the experience like Toaster would have the patience to put that one in.
A beautiful, beautiful job there by Toaster. We see now a beautiful demo by Squiddy D, and another beautiful demo. It's 2-on-1, but Billy Bob is the last guy that you want to be the last guy. Eagle can't get there in time as we have a 1-goal game now.
Toaster again finds the opening from midfield all the way on the left side with two of the best players in the league in net. This man strikes the ball like no other.
What an absolute barn burner we have here. Squiddy D kills it at the mid. This time no cheat as we see the Headhunters relax in defense to try and get a nice clear here. Toaster patiently awaits, flicks it to the mid. The net's open. Toaster taking a shot. Gets it by and the game is tied.
The comeback hat trick from Toaster. let me tell you, it is so hard to dribble in 3v3. He flicks a player and gets it by a second one there. Single-handedly, Toaster has taken control of this game.
What an absolute change of events that we've seen here tonight. And we still got 2 minutes to go here in this first game of this 3-game series between the Headhunters and the Hammerheads. Headhunters now at the mid. Squiddy D getting this ball into the offensive zone. Night Leaper with a good pass. Eagles there, and he puts it in to give them the lead again.
Look at these teams go. Oh my goodness. It's just all out from both of them right now. No team has missed an opportunity, I don't think. And I don't think they plan on doing it anytime soon.
A minute 47 seconds to go. The Hammerheads lead by 1. Another kill, another cheat, as we mentioned, by the Headhunters. Toaster with a beautiful double in net. Avoidable Cloud puts it a little too high off the top post. And Billy Bob there to run the offense.
Juice is flowing for both of these teams. Oh my goodness.
Toaster now trying to get another one here. He has a hat trick already in this match, but no avail. Avoidable Cloud puts this thing back into the offensive end. Possible pass off the corner. Awkward roll there off the wall as now the Hammerheads corral it. Night Leaper with a dangerous touch looking to clear across the other side of the net. Avoidable Cloud with the pass, but a great clear by Billy Bob.
Clear and the pass to Eagle, who takes it in the middle, but the Headhunters were ready for that one.
Billy Bob pushing this thing into the offensive zone off the back wall. Double tap. No! What a save by Squiddy D!
Oh my goodness. Everything is just so dangerous. But now this could be an opportunity. Billy Bob with the nice save. He controlled it well, but even that, just the speed of Squiddy D, puts it back in the offense, and Toaster capitalizes again!
Toaster is burning the toast. That's how on fire he is right now, Will. 4 goals for his team to tie this thing up, and we might see overtime with 39 seconds to go.
Oh wow, that's not even toast. That's just charcoal at that point. It's been on fire.
Avoidable Clown trying to get this thing into the offensive zone. No avail as Toaster now gets beat by Night Leaper on the 50. Billy Bob's there. 25 seconds ticking down. The Hammerheads have possession offensively, but now off the back wall, Billy Bob trying to get the bump, can't get there in time. Now resetting this offense with nice patience, looking to pass the Eagle. Backend's open, ball flying, Toaster gets it. No, Squiddy D to give him a lead.
Wow, Squiddy D with the huge clear across the field. They were positioned so well, and they made defense become offense. There's only 9 seconds left. There's no way there's going to be another goal, right?
I want to point out the Hammerheads had a 3-goal lead to start this one. A 3-goal lead. Billy Bob trying to get this thing the other way, but it is the wrong side of the field as the Headhunters complete the comeback.
Wow, what a statement from the Headhunters. You think you have them on the ropes? You think you have a 3-goal lead? Don't count your eggs before they hatch. Oh my goodness.
What an insane comeback there by the Headhunters to give them 15 wins on the season. And with that being said, I mean, the Hammerheads were never out of this game, Will. What do they got to do to prevent this sort of onslaught going into Game 2?
All they can do is just keep playing the game they were playing and hope that the Headhunters, especially Toaster, cool down a little bit. I mean, that was just relentless. I don't know if any team in the league can beat them when they play like they did during that comeback.
An absolute insane carry there by Toaster. Squiddy D with the eventual game-winning goal as well. This was a crazy match, to say the least. And honestly, I can't wait for the next 2 games here, Will. I was standing at the end of this.
Yeah, you really can't you can't give any instruction to either team. They just, keep going. Keep playing like you guys were playing. Whatever you were doing was working. It seems like both teams they got the adrenaline pumping, but the nerves are subdued tonight. They came ready to play.
Game number 2 is underway, and games like that one are exactly why we are here in the QRLS. That kind of competition is what drives this thing. 5 minutes to go here. Game number 2 underway. Headhunters have a 1-game advantage here. Another cheat there, this time by both teams, but no avail as the Headhunters get the offensive opportunity here. But Billy Bob on the defensive end looks for the 50. Nobody home. Night Leaper up in the air. Misses wide as he just barely can't put this thing in the net.
Billy Bob is up, though. He's got one on net. Avoidable Clown is in position, nearly misses it, but he doesn't, and Toaster has control. It's going to be all about the consistency and the offense that Billy Bob, Night Leaper, and Eagle can put together. Can they make it be enough so that the Headhunters can't handle it? That's going to be a tough task, as we saw last game.
Billy Bob's up, beats the defense. This one's a slow roller, misses wide. Squiddy D catches. Squiddy D with a textbook save as Night Leaper tries to put another one in. Squiddy D patiently waiting, but Eagle beats him to the punch at the mid. Looking for a beautiful pass, and he gets it, but can't get the ceiling touch that he needed. Night Leaper, beautiful demo by Squiddy D as he tries to stop this Hammerhead offensive pressure, and it is a successful one as Billy Bob now gets the beautiful demo.
You could see the Headhunters a little bit scared, a little bit jumpy on that defensive half. They're aware that these high-flying efforts could come in from the Hammerheads at any moment, and that's a good sign for the Hammerheads. Now all they need to do is capitalize.
Squiddy D pushing this thing to the mid. Eagle with a nice corral there. Can't quite get the 50, though, as Avoidable Clown gets the bullet dump. Toaster puts one on. What a save by Billy Bob!
Billy Bob is on point tonight defensively. His offense was good last game, too. He needs to get it rolling now, but we're still even. The defense is holding up for both teams. But as soon as either team makes a mistake, it will be capitalized on.
Night Leaper now trying to push this thing offensively. He's been hungry for a goal here, getting a lot of pressure on this net. And Eagle now pulls out there, doesn't like what he sees, and a good job there by Eagle. Patient, trying to get this thing into a center opportunity. Runs out of boost, however, and that might have been a dangerous opportunity if he got that big boost in the corner.
Yeah, if he was able to get that flick, pop it up for his teammates, that could have been it. Billy Bob now looking for the air dribble, gets a little bit behind it, and there is a 50-50.
We see now Toaster trying to get this thing cleared. The pressure here by the Hammerheads has been a pretty long attack here, Will.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Night Leaper's speed tonight. Whether or not he hits the ball, he has been hitting it pretty consistently, but just the speed, you have to respect it on the side of the Headhunters. It's got to make you hesitate for a moment.
Squiddy D up in the air, puts one on net. Night Leaper, what a save!
What a save indeed. And Billy Bob with the clear out, they're going to try to collect boost, and they know that they're going to stay on defense as still they are. And Billy Bob goes for the clear. No. Eagle, no. Night Leaper is there to save the day.
Night Leaper all over the field here in this second game, and this is much different than we've seen in game number 1. What a shot by Billy Bob!
What a shot. Look at how he angles his car as he's coming in. You see it's going off. Clown knows it's going off. How he angles his car, it kind of looks like he's going to touch it off the back ball for a teammate, but then side flips into it, power shot to the near post.
We see now a 1-goal lead with 1:50. Both Hammerheads on the kickoff. Go for it here. Possibly looking to ice the cake here. Put the nail in the coffin. But Toaster now looking for another one. This one goes the other way, off the back wall. Squiddy D catches in his defensive zone. Gets a beautiful touch into the offensive zone now as this goes into the corner of the Hammerheads. Hammerheads can't get there in time. Toaster with a nice job, but an even better job by Billy Bob to push this thing with a boomer clear.
There's still plenty of time left, 1:20 to go for the Headhunters. There's no need to panic, and they are not panicking. They're sticking to their game plan. But the Hammerheads have held up so far. Pretty soon, it's going to be time to go for some desperation plays.
Toaster with a great job running this thing. Oh, looked for that clear off the back wall, but couldn't get it. 50 opportunity. Avoidable Clown gets the save on Eagle. Billy Bob puts one on top post. No!
Just off there, and he demands a second save as he almost gets the rebound for himself. Eagle now.
Eagle can't quite get on net. Night Leaper now trying to get the shot. Toaster catches. 40 seconds remain. The Headhunters need a goal. Billy Bob has another savior. His second of the night. Nice opportunity here, but Squiddy needs to push this thing into the offensive zone with 30 seconds remaining.
The Hammerheads are doing a nice job of staying patient. They're not overcommitting, but what they need to be careful of is a save that goes right to a headhunter that they can directly turn into a counterattack. Because they are so speedy with their passes to one another.
Squiddy D put one on, but what a save by Eagle there. And they have 10 seconds, but they have the ball. Beautiful demo. Ball gone the other way. 5 seconds tick. Billy Bob up the wall. Puts one on the net. No. And it is over. We have a rubber match.
Total opposite of the game one. That time it was the same consistency that both teams had on the offensive side, on the defensive side, neither allowing any opening for the other team. And there we have it, a 1-0 game. What diversity, what they're so well-rounded, both of these teams. They can put it on offense and on defense, as we just saw.
You almost wonder what would have happened had the Hammerheads gotten this roster week one, because, you know, they started off very shaky, hence the whole week 3 chaos that we saw. And now, you know, it feels like they're coming into their shoes now, but is it too late in the season for them?
Oh yeah, if they had this roster week one, you know, from the start, they would be top 3 team in the calculated division, no question. I think probably a top 2 team. And certainly could have been a number 1 team. If they win this match, then they beat the number 1 team in the division in a series. So, yeah, would have changed. And you could say the same thing about 3 Rocketeers. They're rivals in the calculated division. Would have been very different if they had their roster from the start of the season.
It is a 1-1 series here, and we must crown a winner with this game. Hammerheads have the advantage here after winning the last game, but the series is tied 1-1. Can the Headhunters get their 16th win of the season, or will the Hammerhead season stay alive with a match win? Eagle pushing this into the offensive zone. Gets a pass to Billy Bob. What a play! What a save!
What a save! Oh my gosh, Squiddy D. That was Squid, right? Holy moly.
There were pixels left.
That was an incredible display of mechanics to make that save. Wow.
The Headhunters on the offensive, trying to get this thing. Toaster saved by Billy Bob there on the banger on the far side. Billy Bob pushes this thing the other way. Eagle there to chase. No, Night Leaper now looking to get this thing off the wall. Gets the touch there, but Eagle pulls out, rotates back on defense. Billy Bob pushing this thing offensively again. The Hammerheads looking for an opportunity here after tasting the goal there, but not getting it in the early stages.
That play back there between Toaster and Billy Bob it perfectly exemplifies what these two players are good at. Toaster just driving at the ball nonchalantly and then hits a boomer into the offensive half, and Billy Bob is somehow ready to go up for it and put it back right at him.
Billy Bob catches this thing as it misses wide on their own net. Toaster off the ceiling, looking for a crazy shot. Doesn't quite get there as Avoidable Clown now looking for something spicy. Puts one on top corner. What a save by Billy Bob.
Billy Bob is just all over these shots. He can save anything, it seems like.
And we still have a stalemate here at 0 with 3:20 remaining. The first game must have took a lot out of both of these teams, as we've only seen 1 goal in the last 7 minutes or so, and that was courtesy of the Hammerheads in game 2. Pass to Eagle, what a play! And this one goes the other way, net's open, but Billy Bob gets it out of there in time.
Billy Bob winning the race that time, beats Squiddy to it. I think what we're seeing is these two teams have gotten respect from each other. They are not pushing too far into the offensive half like they did in that game 1. So they're not cutting off the... Oh, so close from Eagle there.
I think you're absolutely right, Will. These teams learned what they can and can't afford here against the other. As what a save by Toaster! Or by Night Leaper, I'm sorry. Toaster was the offense.
Toaster, I mean, Night Leaper has just been... I mean, they both have been so consistent, so good tonight.
Off the wall here, Billy Bob looking to clear. Into the corner. Can we see this thing happen? No goals yet here off the back wall. Who's up? Clown is up. Puts one on. What a save by Billy Bob.
He spotted it too. That was going upper 90. Billy Bob with the mega adjustment to save that one.
Squiddy now pushing it in the offensive zone. Less than 2 minutes remain here in this game. Looking for a pass. Give Billy Bob another save. Why not? He's had a save here in every game so far. Eagle puts this one on net. Gets it and doesn't live to see it.
Wow. Eagle. It looked like Billy Bob was hitting it. I bet Toaster might have thought that Billy Bob was hitting that one. Also might have been out of boost. Eagle just making the most of that ball that didn't look that threatening, but it was after he touched it, that's for sure.
Toaster trying to get this thing going for the Headhunters. Night Leaper puts one on, and it goes in!
Oh, bar down, Night Leaper. Could you ask anything more from your third man?
Night Leaper putting some ice on this game as it is a 2-goal lead. But do not fret. We saw Toaster score 4 straight for his Headhunters in game 1. But he's going to have to whip some of that juice out here for this one. If they want a shot at winning this series, this is the game where it all goes down.
What a match. I can't believe it's game 3. This match has gone so fast. It feels like I could watch a few more series between these two teams.
Avoidable Clown can't get the touch he wants. Toaster off the back wall looking for a pass, but just barely goes wide. Squiddy D now. A minute on the clock ticking down as the Headhunters need something here, need some sort of goal to even just put them back in this thing.
Yes, they do. Last minute. It's going to have to be now or never. Or else they're going to have to go for a 0-second miracle. And they better hope this one doesn't go in. Night Leaper again!
Night Leaper has put the nail into the coffin. A 2-goal performance from the rookie as we see the Hammerheads take a commanding 3-goal lead with 49 seconds to go.
The speed that he got up in the air for that one, it's impressive. You can't be ready for that if you're the Headhunters.
Toaster getting 2 shots on, Eagle getting the save to prevent it. The Headhunters will more than likely lose this series. What a save by Eagle! They are still trying their damnedest here to get this thing in the back of the net.
It may be too little too late. Only 20 seconds left. They send 2 that time.
Beautiful demo there as this one is ticking down. Another shot on net. Give Billy Bob another save.
It's like reverse heat seeker when Billy Bob is in the net. He is just going to find the ball.
And the Hammerheads get a crucial Game 3 win and series win here against the Headhunters. This improves them to 10 wins on the season. They still see themselves in last in the division, Will. But with that being said, it is a lot tighter.
Yes, it is. And I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know if the Headhunters have dropped a series yet this season. If they have, I think it's only been 1 until tonight. But what a performance by the Hammerheads. They have made a statement, and that definitely puts them in the conversation for making a late season playoff run.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a blast. I cannot wait to go over this on the weekend review show. Don't forget to tune into that approximately Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. If anything changes, we will let you all know. Don't forget to check out the Discord and the YouTube channel for more awesome content here by the QRLS. And with that being said, Will, what do you have for these fans before we send them home?
Stay tuned. This is the most poppin' part of the season. Players and fans, mostly players probably, and you all know this better than anyone. This is where it gets heated. This is what this league is all about. These pressure parts of the season where we are pushing for the playoffs and that glorious path to the QRLS crown.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I am Little Bucket 59, a.k.a. Quicksilver, a.k.a. the commissioner of the QRLS. Will Six, you did such a phenomenal job joining me tonight. That was the match we needed you for. What a game. I couldn't have called it better in color myself. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the prediction points are to be crowned as we see the Hammerheads, who actually won the prediction 68%, will be getting paid out. So all of you that voted for the Hammerheads to win this series, you are going to get a pretty penny in rewards points.
Smart fans we got here. Very, very smart indeed.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. And as always, keep it quick.